Chelsea have somehow managed to do it again, where they get in a comfortable position in a match and they just find ways to fumble on what should be a comfortable result, what should be an easy result, what should be a confidence building result. You know, United are playing against West Ham later. You know, Liverpool are playing tomorrow away at Sunderland, the game that, you know, nobody beats Sunderland at home. You have a great opportunity to create a little bit of a gap, a little bit of momentum, put a little bit of pressure on the teams below you. And that is what you do in that second half. That is a shocking result. And not really shocking because we've seen Chelsea do this several times this season, where they have an opportunity to win a game, a comfortable position. They go down a man. They find ways to concede silly goals. The defenders find ways to just make errors. And they did it again today. You were in such a comfortable position, a position that you really didn't even deserve. Honestly, that first half, okay, let's talk about that first half. That first half was great from Chelsea. That first 35 minutes was great from Chelsea. The Leeds were playing with a back four. They were playing with a back four, and that back four, back five, sorry. They were playing with the back five, and they were Chelsea were constantly getting in behind, getting in comfortable positions behind that Leeds back five. And they were just getting the ball to João Pedro, to Cole Palmer. There's a couple of instances Cole Palmer gets the ball in behind, doesn't sort his feet out, can't get a shot off. But then they finally figure it out. João Pedro gets in behind. He gets a shot off. He gets his goal. 1-0 Chelsea. Fully deserved, by the way. Chelsea fully deserved that lead in the first half for how they played. They deserved it. And then you see the most idiotic penalty since last week. Remember when Chelsea played Wolves? Chelsea had the same penalty against João Pedro twice. Just silly defender pushing João Pedro down. And it happens again today. Jacobio, I'm not sure what the hell he's thinking. João Pedro is in no threat. There's no danger. And you just shove him in his back. The most stonewall penalty you will ever see in your life. And boom. Cole Palmer 2-0. And Cole Palmer, look, goal and assist today. Hat-trick last game. He's starting to pick it up. For 90 minutes today. He's starting to, look a little bit more fully fit, and it's shown in his performances. But that was an idiotic penalty to give away. But okay, you're up 2-0. This is the part of the game where I feel like Chelsea always struggle. They don't know how to control and see out a game. They get in a comfortable position, and then they just fumble the lead unnecessarily. They find ways to fumble the lead, and they did it again today. The first goal, yes, I can understand it's a penalty. Jadon Bogle, who I have to give him credit, he's an extremely energetic player. Every time I watch Leeds, Jadon Bogle goes from minute 0 to minute 90, 100 miles per hour, doesn't seem to ever get tired, always strong in the tackle, always aggressive in going forward. Exceptional performance from him. And they get the penalty of Caicedo. A great penalty by Mecha as well. Two great penalties from Palmer and Mecha. And then you're thinking, okay, 2-1. Chelsea, just find a way to just relax the game. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to try to get a third goal. Just relax. Just play your game. Draw them out. Maybe hit them on the counter attack. Just do something that experienced teams would do. Knowledgeable teams would do. Teams with just high IQ would do. Teams that you see Man City of old would do. Teams you see Arsenal this season would do. And what the hell does Chelsea do? Another mistake and it's a calamitous mistake. And it's again, Bogle again. Again, he does always, let me not talk about Bogle anymore. But the same kind of errors that you've seen Chelsea concede all season, they conceded again in this game. And it's such a shocking, just error from several players. Sanchez, the defenders, who was it specifically? It was Achimpong and Chalobah. Just poor execution in the defense. Clear the ball. If you're not gonna clear the ball, Sanchez, come out and take care of danger. You don't do either of those things, and it's just a simple tap in for Noah Okafor, and I laugh. I laugh because as a Liverpool fan, yes, I'm desperate for Chelsea to lose games. I'm desperate for Chelsea to find ways to fumble results because it just benefits us. But the way it happens at times is so comical. You've been in great form under Liam Rossinier. You finally look like a team that's bonding together, building together, pushing towards Aston Villa in third place, and this is what you do at the end of that game. Shocking from honestly all those Chelsea players, but especially that defense. And I look at that team, I see there's no leaders. There's no guys. I mean, obviously, Reece James is out, but who is going to be the guy that gets on the ball and slows the game down, controls the game? Who's the guy that's going to marshal that defense and say, "This is what we're doing"? There's no leaders in that defense, and there's no leaders in that team outside of Reece James, of course. And that's what's costing Chelsea in games like this, where you should be comfortable. You should never have squandered a 2-0 lead, but even at 2-1, there's still ways to salvage the situation and close out the game, and they failed to do it. Don't mind me if you think I'm looking at this United game right now, and just from Chelsea and United, it's just poor performances right now. But this Chelsea team lacks maturity. That's my overall takeaway from this game. They lack maturity. They should be so much more comfortable in a lot of these games, and they just lack the maturity to see out these games. In these pressure moments, especially leading up to the end of the season, listen, top four is not guaranteed. Liverpool, as poor as they are, as terrible as they are, they can still find a way to walk Chelsea down and overtake them in the table. Aston Villa are still there. United are still there. You're not comfortable in this top four race. So there's never a game where you should take your foot off the pedal and assume that it's over, assume that it's won. It's never won in this league, especially the way the other teams have been playing. You can never be too confident that you're gonna win a game, or a 2-0 lead is a comfortable lead. There's never a situation where you could just be so comfortable like that. And this Chelsea team, the fact that they let this game slip, the fact that they've let games like this slip is so disappointing. And Chelsea fans are going to be asking questions of their team. I don't even think this is a Liam Rosenior issue, because this happened last season. This happened this season under Enzo Maresca. They have to figure this out. They have to figure this, because it cannot continue on in this manner. It's going to cost them in the Champions League. It's going to cost them in cups. It's going to cost them this season in the top four race if they don't find ways to just close games out. Just see the game out, finish the game, and you be comfortable and fine with that. So this is an extremely poor result for this Chelsea team, and for this Leeds team. Battle of relegation, extremely important point. And not just the point is important, but the way they got the point, and the fact that you're reminding yourself almost every single 2 weeks, because they do this against Liverpool, done this against Chelsea now twice, done this against United, done this against Man City. They've played extremely well against the top teams in this league, against Spurs as well. Extremely well against the top teams in this league. They're just building confidence to now where you believe that, you know what, we're going to be able to stay up. We have what it takes to stay up in this league. And on the basis of play today, you cannot dispute what they've done in this performance. But this is an exceptional performance from Leeds. Obviously, Calvert-Lewin wasn't playing today. I thought that would be a huge loss for them, but Mecha played his role. Noah Okafor played his role. So that is a great point for Leeds. But from a Chelsea perspective, that's just terrible. And it's a string of terrible squanderings of results this season. But I still have confidence that Chelsea will find a way to make it into that top four. I still believe that between them, Aston Villa, and United, I probably would pick Chelsea to finish the highest of those three teams. But results like this don't really give you confidence as a Chelsea fan to believe that your team is going to be able to see out a top four push. Cole Palmer, end of the game. That's one of the misses of the season. That is an extremely terrible miss. Like, I understand it came at him at 1,000 miles per hour. It's bouncing, but Cole Palmer, player caliber, 6-yard box. You have to finish that. You have to take that chance. And the whole stadium was shocked. Liam Rosenior, hands on his face, hands covering his eyes. Cole Palmer with a dazed look. Even I was dazed. I was expecting to come on this camera and be like, wow, Chelsea escaped with the win. But that is kind of just emblematic of Chelsea's season as a whole. So many highs, so many lows to follow. And this is just another result in a long line of results of Chelsea should have won that game. but they didn't. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Peace out.